Hello everyone, Ash here. It's time for a countdown of my top 10 favorite films of 2014. Let's begin, shall we, with number 10. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Now I have to be honest with everyone, last year I overhyped The Destination of Smog. I rewatched that film and it does have some problems. So I apologize for overhyping that film last year. It really should not have been number 1 for 2013. That probably should have gone to Frozen, but anyways. Or Pacific Rim, one of those two. But the Hobbit films in general have always been good. All three have been solid 8 out of 10s. Nothing great, nothing special with these films. Nowhere near the level of Lord of the Rings. But a solid franchise nonetheless. The problem with Battle of Five Armies is, one, there's too much going on in this film. That's one thing I did notice about this film. It's just had way too much going on the screen. Way too much. And the other problem was it wasn't focused on Bilbo Baggins. It was focused on the main Hobbit, the lead Hobbit. It was focused more on him. And I felt like it's telling his story and not Bilbo's. That's how I felt with Battle of Five Armies. It had some good action scenes. It was a solid film all around, and one I did enjoy. And that's why it is number 10 on the list. Number 9, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. Now, I'll be honest, Mockingjay Part 1 isn't quite as good as Catching Fire. Hell, I give Catching Fire a perfect 10 out of 10. I really love that film. Mockingjay Part 1 is definitely a very good movie. It has a really good build-up to it. That's one thing I noticed. It had a really good build-up and some really intense scenes. Like, there's a scene with Katniss Everdeen and Snow talking to each other, and oh my god, the scene just gets... It keeps building. It keeps getting more and more intense, and it is so well done. Very well done scene. And I gotta say, President Snow, is slime. That guy is so slimy. Oh, wow. So, yeah. This one I definitely enjoyed. I still enjoyed it. Granted, it's not as good as Catching Fire, but still, it's still a very good film. I enjoyed it a lot. Really liked the characters and the story. So that's why it is number 9. Now for number 8, Big Hero 6. I've already done a review about this film, and as I said, I really enjoyed it. I like the characters, I like the story. I absolutely love the animation. The animation is absolutely gorgeous in this film. It has a really clever twist at the end that's good. All around, it's a good movie, and I really enjoyed it, and I recommend highly checking out. That's why it's number 8. Number 7, American Sniper. Damn, what a good movie this was, and what a sad film. My god, this movie's so sad too. But first and foremost, Bradley Cooper. He should win Best Actor. I can't see anyone else winning that role but him. He did an amazing job with this film. Clint Eastwood, he did an incredible job directing it. It's just a great film. Don't want to spoil anything. I recommend highly that you haven't seen yet, go see it. It's in theaters right now. Go grab a ticket and watch it. It's a great movie to watch. You will enjoy it. And that's why it's number 7 on this list. Number 6, X-Men, Days of Futures Past. Now, if you've already seen my count on my top 10 favorite superhero movies of all time, you know this is on my list. And this is easily enough the best X-Men film I've seen. I love the characters here. I love the new young cast they've brought in. They've done a great job with the casting. The story here is really good. I mean, it's always keep you guessing what's going to happen next. And all around it, just everything works in this film. All of it. And it's a definitely movie I highly recommend you guys go check out. Go pick it up on Blu-ray. It's a good one. So number 6, X-Men, Days of Futures Past. Now then, number 5, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Is anyone surprised that this is on this list? Anyone? This was on my top 10 favorite superhero movies of all time list. So yeah, of course this movie's going to be on there. On my favorite films of 2014. It's a good movie. I like the idea of it being espionage, especially with Captain America. That works perfectly. And I like his relationship with the Winter Soldier. They did a really good job on that. It's got some great action scenes. The acting is very good. All around, it just works very well. It's a great film to watch. It's a great superhero movie. Check it out. So number 5, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Now number 4, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This one surprised me because this wasn't just a good movie, it was a great movie. One, a very smart story here. It wasn't going to be your typical humans automatically bad because we're humans. No, they changed it up here, and that was very smart. They did that smart. The apes in general, I loved the interactions with the apes. Like the apes, when they're interacting with each other, that is so good, and those scenes are very good, and they really are smart. Everything here is smart, well written. The characters, the story, it just all really works. But really, I gotta give my hat to Andy Serkis. My God, he did one hell of a job playing Caesar. An amazing role for him. I absolutely loved this film. Was a great movie. I recommend highly checking it out if you can find it. And so, at number 4, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Number 3, which is gonna surprise a few people, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. Yep, that's right, this is number 3. First and foremost, the animation I really like. I really like this animation a lot. Compared to the original Dragon Ball Z, this is freaking stunning how good this looks. And no, it looks a hell of a lot better than Disney's straight-to-DVD animated films. It looks a hell of a lot better than those. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that shit, and those people are fucking idiots as far as I'm concerned. Have no brain. So yeah, I love the animation. Now, it's not as good as Studio Ghibli animation, but then again, nothing's as good as Studio Ghibli animation. It's just a very good-looking film, and that's just one of the things I love about it. I love the story here, because it feels more like a Dragon Ball story. That's one thing I really like. It feels definitely more like Dragon Ball. I like the fact they did a good job with... I do like the side story with Emperor Pilaf and Maya and the dog guy, I can't remember his name, but I like that side story because I thought that was fun. And Beerus, or Bills as some people like to call him, but what can I say about Bills? Honestly, he's a great villain. One of the best Dragon Ball Z villains ever done. Oh man, I think he is easily enough one of the best DBZ villains. He's sure as shit better than fucking mental retard Brawly, and yeah, that's right, Brawly fanboys, Brawly fucking sucks as a villain. He's a stupid, mindless moron, and there's no point to him. Brawly sucks as a villain. Bojack is fucking... makes no sense. In fact, I think Beerus, or Bills, as some people call him, I'm just gonna call him Bills. I think Bills, honestly, is also better than, I think he's a better villain than Cell. And even Frieza, I think he's better. The only villain I think that's might be better than him is Boo, but that's about it in my personal opinion. I love Beerus as a villain. He's got such a great personality and such a great character that really you can't go. He's just a great villain in general. And oh, by the way, Vegeta being a role model citizen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch that line and you'll start laughing. Anyway, so number 3. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. Number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Honestly, there's nothing else I need to really say about this film. Everyone knows I absolutely love this movie. I think it's an amazing film with a great story behind it. I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I love Jamie Foxx's Electro. It's a great movie. I recommend checking it out. I don't listen to the critics on this one. Check it out and see what you think of it. So yeah, anyone surprised? Number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And my number 1 favorite film of 2014 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Is anyone surprised? I've already praised this movie. It's my favorite superhero movie of all time. I love the characters, love the story. You guys know I love everything about this film, especially that musical score. Damn. Freaking awesome music in that musical score. So, you guys know I love everything about this film already. So, anyways... yeah, it's been one hell of a year for superhero movies. The best year, I think, for superhero movies I've ever seen. 2014 was an amazing year for them. So yeah, it's been, so far, I think this year's been a much better year than it was in 2013. I think we've had a lot better films, especially superhero movies. Oh yeah, definitely, I think this has been a much better year for superhero films. And in general, it has been a good year for films. There have been some god-awful movies this year, but there's been some very good movies, too. There's been some, fucking great movies this year. Anyways, this is my list of my top 10 films for 2014. This is Ash saying so long. I'm out. Good night.